This is what the Lord Almighty says in the book of Haggai. Give careful thought to your ways. You've planted much, but harvested little. You eat, but never have enough. You drink, but never have your fill. So much in this verse. One of the things that comes to mind is that even though we are eating much, we are so nutrient deficient. We're overfed but undernourished. Most of us get enough protein, carbohydrates, and fats in the diet, but we are deficient in micronutrients. And micronutrients are considered to be vitamins, minerals, trace elements, essential fatty acids that we rarely think about. And that's not counting all the phytochemicals, antioxidants, bioactive substances in foods, some of which we don't even know about yet. Consider that 60% of Americans don't consume enough vitamin E. 61% of adults and 90% of teens don't get enough magnesium. 65% of Americans don't get enough vitamin K. And we haven't even touched on minerals like zinc and iron, selenium, magnesium, copper, or omega-3 fats, nutrients our body desperately needs. Why are we so overfed but undernourished? A variety of answers to that question actually exist, but I think that one of the reasons is that we're using our senses to have the largest say in what we will and will not eat, rather than making intelligent decisions based on what is truly going to satisfy our needs. It's true. It's time to give it some careful thought. And that's Haggai 1:6, through the eyes of a foodie.
The book of Revelation contains a lot of wonderful promises. Here's one of them. Revelation 21:4 starts by saying that God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. That is, the eyes of His people as we enter into eternity. This is a sad world. I've attended more funerals than I ever thought I would. Every new day brings stories of heartbreak and sadness. And in a world on the brink of ruin, there's desperation and misery everywhere you turn. How's it with you? Are you anguished, depressed, discouraged? If not, I'm sure you know someone who is. But what a great thought. God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. Isn't that encouraging? We might have to go through some trials and disappointments on this earth, but there's coming a time when the last tear will have been shed. That's good to know. I'm John Bradshaw for It Is Written. Let's live today by every word.
As the Father loved me, I also have loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in His love. These things I have spoken to you, that my joy may remain in you, and that your joy may be full. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, than to lay down one's life for his friends.
Welcome to Your Favorites by Request with me, Tim Parton. You've sent me your favorite songs, and I'm ready to play while you sing along. And if you don't remember all the words, don't worry, they're on the screen. And now, Your Favorites by Request. Your favorites by request. La, la, la. La, la. Hello again. Thank you for tuning in to Your Favorites by Request. I appreciate you watching and singing along. Poets, artists, and children have tried to describe the wonder of God's handiwork. I was recently in northern Canada, where the sun stays up like I did when I was young, long past midnight, and the mighty evergreens reverently point in the direction of their great Creator. Such a beautiful country our dear neighbors have up there. And I love to join in worshiping with nature as I read Psalm 96. Let the heavens rejoice, let the earth be glad, let the sea resound and all that is in it. Let the fields be jubilant and everything in them. Let all the trees of the forest sing for joy. And as I hear from you each week, I think of how wonderful it is that we are worshiping our Savior together from our little part of this great big world. This week I heard from Nikisha in Michigan, Nancy in Wisconsin, and Tristan in Florida. And I'd like to dedicate the entire program to Ross's wife, who's celebrating her 81st birthday. Happy birthday. But first, Anne-Marie in Jamaica requested the song with lyrics that paint such a masterpiece of this universe that belongs to my very own Father. This is my Father's world.
faith.